The 1980s gave us primetime soap operas that defined a generation, like Dallas and Dynasty, and action heroes we'd never forget. But for every blockbuster hit, there were dozens of ambitious and often brilliant dramas that flared brightly for just one season before vanishing. These weren't all failures. Some were bold shows that tried to break the mold, experimenting in ways that audiences and networks just weren't ready for. They were comedy dramas before the term was common, high-concept sci-fi mysteries, and heartfelt family stories that simply got lost in the shuffle. Today, we're opening the TV vault to bring back 10 forgotten dramas of the 80s that only lasted one season. We'll explore the shows that gave future Oscar winners their start and reveal the fascinating reasons they got axed. Number 10. The Duck Factory, 1984. Kicking off our list is a fascinating piece of Hollywood history, The Duck Factory. This 1984 sitcom dramedy was set at a low-budget animation studio. When the owner dies, a naive young cartoonist named Skip Tarkenton arrives and finds himself inheriting the chaotic workplace. The main reason anyone remembers this show is that its lead was a 22-year-old Jim Carrey in his first starring role. Before Ace Ventura, this was him, already showing off the raw talent that would make him a superstar. The cast also featured Don Messick, the legendary voice of Scooby-Doo, in a rare live-action appearance. So why did a show with such a promising star get canceled after only 13 episodes? Despite a great time slot after Cheers, The Duck Factory couldn't hold its audience. The biggest problem was network meddling. NBC aired several episodes out of order, which created continuity problems that confused viewers. With a messed-up schedule and a tone too gentle for the era, the show was canceled. Number 9. Partners in Crime, 1984. In 1984, NBC teamed up two of television's most glamorous stars for a lighthearted crime drama. Partners in Crime starred Linda Carter, fresh off Wonder Woman, and Lonnie Anderson, the bombshell from WKRP in Cincinnati. The premise was pure 80s. Two polar opposites inherit a detective agency from a man they were both involved with. Carter played a sophisticated, by-the-book socialite while Anderson was a free-spirited musician. Their odd couple dynamic was supposed to be the heart of the show, a vehicle for its two famous leads that blended mystery and comedy. But even with all that star power, Partners in Crime failed to find an audience and was canceled after 13 episodes. The series struggled on Saturday nights, and critics called the plots formulaic. It's a perfect example of a show that had all the right ingredients on paper, but just couldn't capture the magic it needed to survive. Number 8. Boone, 1983. Long before Glee made musical TV a thing, a little-known show called Boone tried to hit the high notes on NBC in 1983. From Earl Hamner, creator of The Waltons, this drama was set in the 1950s and followed Boone Sawyer, a teenager who dreams of becoming a rock and roll star against his stern father's wishes. The show was a mix of family drama and musical performance. Each episode featured the lead actor, Tom Byrd, singing classic 50s rock and roll hits, channeling the spirit of Elvis Presley. The cast also included a young Barry Corbin, who would later find fame on Northern Exposure. Despite its creative premise, Boone was a ratings disaster. The blend of teenage rebellion, family values, and musical numbers felt out of step with the slicker, action-packed shows of the time. Canceled after only 13 episodes, Boone has faded into obscurity, remembered as a charming experiment that was perhaps too earnest for its time. Number 7. Call to Glory, 1984 to 1985. In the middle of the Cold War, ABC launched the ambitious and patriotic drama Call to Glory. Premiering in 1984, the series starred a pre-coach Craig T. Nelson as Colonel Rainer Sarnak, a U.S. Air Force pilot in the early 1960s. The show's goal was to blend real historical events, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, with the personal drama of the Sarnak family. The series was praised for tackling major moments in American history. The cast also featured a very young Elizabeth Shue in one of her earliest roles as the rebellious daughter, Jackie. At first, the show was a ratings success, but its fortunes quickly turned. The network reportedly pushed the series away from its historical focus and more into soapier family melodrama. This shift alienated viewers drawn to the unique mix of history and action. As ratings plummeted, ABC canceled the show after 22 episodes. We're just getting started. These shows prove that even a short run can leave a long legacy. If you love exploring TV history, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future deep dives. Number 6. Dream Street, 1989. From the producers of the hit yuppie drama 30-something came a completely different world. Dream Street. Airing in 1989, this was a gritty, blue-collar drama set in Hoboken, New Jersey. It centered on the DeBow family and their small refrigeration business. The series starred Dale Midkiff as the son forced to take over the family business. This put him at odds with his friend Joey, played by a pre-Melrose Place Thomas Calabro. Joey's storyline was especially compelling as he was the son of a local mob underboss and was getting pulled into the criminal world. Despite being strongly acted, Dream Street was a commercial failure with only 6 episodes ever made. The show's dark, serious tone and complex family drama just didn't grab a large audience, choosing realism over the escapism popular in the late 80s. Number 5. It's Your Move, 1984 to 1985. In 1984, a young Jason Bateman starred in It's Your Move, a sitcom that was sharper and more cynical than almost anything else on TV. Bateman played Matthew Burton, a teenage con artist of near-supernatural genius who ran elaborate scams from his apartment. His world gets turned upside down when a new neighbor, Norman Lamb, moves in across the hall. Norman, played by David Garrison, not only sees through Matt's schemes, but also starts dating Matt's mother. This sets up a brilliant battle of wits as Matt tries to break them up, only to be outmaneuvered at every turn. The show was a critical hit, but it proved too controversial. After getting letters from parents complaining their kids were copying Matt's scams, the network forced the writers to tone down the character, making him more wholesome. The change neutered the show's appeal, and that, combined with a brutal time slot against Dynasty, led to its cancellation after 18 episodes. Number 4. Street Hawk, 1985. After the success of Knight Rider, every network wanted a high-tech hero. In 1985, ABC gave us Street Hawk. The show centered on Jesse Mock, an injured cop recruited for a secret project to pilot the Street Hawk, an attack motorcycle that could top 300 miles per hour and was armed with a laser cannon and machine guns. Operating from a hidden command center, Jesse fought crime with guidance from the bike's nerdy creator, Norman Tuttle. Much like Knight Rider, the show was all about the incredible machine. It had a darker tone than its four-wheeled cousin, and its synth-heavy theme music by Tangerine Dream perfectly captured the high-tech vibe. Despite its cool concept, Street Hawk couldn't outrace cancellation. The show was expensive to produce, and its ratings weren't strong enough to justify the cost. It was axed after just 13 episodes, but has since built a dedicated cult following. Number 3. Almost Grown, 1988 to 1989. Long before he created The Sopranos, writer-producer David Chase experimented with a brilliant CBS drama called Almost Grown. The series starred Tim Daly and Eve Gordon as a divorced couple still in each other's lives. What made the show unique was its non-linear storytelling. Each episode started in the late 80s and then flashed back to different points in their shared past, from their first meeting in the 60s to their marriage and separation. This format explored the complexities of a long-term relationship with incredible depth. Music was a huge part of it, with a soundtrack full of classic rock and pop. Critics loved it, but its challenging format failed to pull in a big audience against Monday Night Football. CBS pulled the plug after airing only 9 of the 13 episodes. Because of the extensive use of copyrighted music, the show has never had an official DVD or streaming release, making it a true lost gem. Number 2. Probe, 1988. In 1988, ABC launched a sci-fi mystery series co-created by legendary author Isaac Asimov and William Link, one of the minds behind Columbo. Probe starred Parker Stevenson as Austin James, a brilliant but antisocial scientist who solved bizarre, seemingly impossible crimes from his cluttered lab. Austin was a classic Sherlock Holmes-type character, a genius with a perfect memory. His Watson was his new secretary, Mickey Castle, who had to manage his chaotic life. The mysteries were pure high-concept sci-fi, a woman frozen solid in a room with a normal temperature, or murders committed by strange electrical malfunctions. Probe aired a 2-hour pilot and just 6 episodes before it was canceled. Its unique mix of science fiction and detective story failed to catch on with a mainstream audience. It's never had an official release, but thanks to fans sharing old recordings online, it has found a second life as a cult favorite. Number 1. Tanner 88, 1988. At the top of our list is a show that feels like it was beamed in from another dimension. Tanner 88 was an 11-part mockumentary miniseries that aired on HBO during the real-life 1988 U.S. presidential election. It was created by Doonesbury cartoonist Gary Trudeau and legendary director Robert Altman. The series followed the campaign of a fictional Democratic candidate, Jack Tanner, played by Michael Murphy. What made Tanner 88 groundbreaking was how it seamlessly blended fiction and reality. The show was filmed on the fly, allowing it to weave real political events into its story. So you had the fictional Jack Tanner interacting with real-life candidates like Bob Dole and Gary Hart. This created a surreal satire of American politics that felt more real than the news. The series completely erased the line between documentary and drama. A sequel, Tanner on Tanner, was even produced in 2004. Its influence was profound, establishing HBO as a place for daring TV and helping to pioneer the mockumentary genre. And there you have it, 10 ambitious shows that burned out way too soon. From the early genius of Jim Carrey and David Chase to the wild experiments of Isaac Asimov and Robert Altman, these series prove a show doesn't need to run for 10 years to make its mark. They were casualties of bad time slots, nervous networks, and audiences who weren't quite ready for them. In the vast archives of TV history, they remain testaments to creative risk-taking. What are some of your favorite forgotten shows from the 80s? Are there any one-season wonders you think deserve a second chance? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into classic TV. Thanks for watching.